Man, this is Box Nocturnal Thoughts. And a real quick video, you know what I'm saying? Just because me, myself, and I like to do things a certain way. I did a video earlier, just doing immediate thoughts to Devin Haney and Bill Haney and the Bill Haney situation where he can't get his passport situated to go to Australia. And the way I think, I'm like, hey, man, this makes me think of two different scenarios or two different thoughts. And one of them said, maybe the Kambosos camp, the team, and everybody that's affiliated with making this fight happen. And, maybe they did some strategic moves to, dig and investigate behind Bill Haney and find, hey, man, we're not going to allow you access over here to this fight and work this corner and be his trainer because of some incidents that happened way back in 82, and somebody responded to me on my comments and said, Australia is just very hard to get into if you have any kind of, past criminal background. And I ain't gonna put his business out there. You can look at the comments on my last, video and see what he had to say. But, I felt like, I'm not trying to be like one of those channels that just throw anything out there. I do sometimes because it's just my thoughts. This is Boxing Nocturnal Thoughts. I'm not out here fact checking and doing a whole bunch of like due diligence, hardcore research and act like I'm delivering boxing news. I'm just talking about boxing and, I'll put it together how I like to put it together. But I don't want to say nothing that's just nonsense all the time. Sometimes I might say some nonsense if I fucking feel like it, but I don't like to just say nonsense. So it's not like, don't get it twisted. I'm not like sitting here saying that Kambosos is shaking in his boots and he's so worried about Devin Haney. He's telling his team, go find dirt on Bill Haney. That's ludicrous. That's absurd. He's training. He ain't worried about that. I'm just making a video and I'm making a comparison of Kambosos being a Spartan in the movie 300 Spartan, and they had a war tactic that worked in their benefit. And that analogy kind of applied to this kind of being a war tactic. But maybe it has nothing to do with that at all. And I will stand up corrected that it has nothing to do with Kambosos or his camp or anybody affiliated with George Kambosos. It's just strictly the fact that Bill Haney didn't do his due diligence. He went to try to get his certification and his, all his documents in order. And he found out he couldn't go. Like I said, I haven't dug deep into looking at the whole situation that what happened. I just glimmed over it and I let you know in my video. Maybe I'll get a chance to go back and look in the rule book and look and Google Australia restrictions and Canada restrictions and felonies. And I did a little research and it does say, don't matter how much time you served, and it lists all the criminal activities that it is hard to get in Australia. So I stand corrected. It has nothing to do with Kambosos being afraid of Devin Haney that, put this whole thing into motion to prevent Bill Haney from being in the corner. That's no problem. That's easy money. Hope it's a good fight and let the best man win. I want it to be an even playing field as much as possible. If it's hard to get into Australia because of your criminal background, so be it. For one, I think the more obstacles, the more hoops, the more hurdles in the way for Devin Haney only can make him better here in this fight and in the future. So I'm all for it. Like I said, whatever gauntlet Devin Haney has to go through, I'm a firm believer that if it don't kill you, it make you stronger. You dig what I'm saying? Salute. And salute to Kambosos. I definitely ain't got no issues with George the Ferocious Kambosos. I saluted him from off the rip when he did what he had to do with Teofimo Lopez. And I'm definitely not just counting him out of this fight. This is a dangerous fight for Devin Haney. If anything, I'm looking at Devin Haney. I don't want to put no negative energy out there because I support the brother. But when I look at this fight, I really, skills pay the bills. But this is not going to be no easy cakewalk just because Devin Haney can box and he grew up with the Mayweathers and he grew up around, you know, Zab Judas and grew up around Roy Jones. And this is not going to be no easy fight, period, point blank. If Bill Haney was in the corner or not Bill Haney in the corner, this still ain't going to be no easy fight for Devin Haney, and nor should it be, because this right here to me is the ultimate test of his mettle from this point forward, win, lose, or draw. So to the guy that left the comment, I forget your name, I apologize, my brother, and I appreciate your comment. You said it was funny that I said that Kambosos was responsible. Don't take that too far, literally in the extreme. It was just a video. It was just a video. It was just a thought. And I stand corrected if I made it like it was a fact that George Kambosos and his father and his team, you know, orchestrated this evil plot and plan to conspire against Devin Haney and Bill Haney, and had a detective go digging through Devin Haney, Bill Haney's file, and said, aha, you know, and eureka, and found this evidence of 1982 conviction. Now, boom, we're gonna play this chess. We're gonna play this, you know, card up the sleeve. We're gonna slap this down on the table and say, we got you, Bill Haney. You know what I'm saying? Don't even worry about packing the bag. You can't come. No, it ain't all like that. Calm down. Why so serious? You know what I'm saying? This is YouTube. You know what I mean? And we just talking about boxing. Salute, salute, salute. Appreciate your time. I'm gone. But